Alrighty. Need to pull up one more thing. And there's a reason that I'm going to talk about a little bit. That's because of subtraction is not commutative. And guess what? Let's get this started. The computer over again. Sorry. Many days I just want to come in here and screw this computer up right before that chemistry class. If I knew what time it was, I think I would. Turn the speakers on all the way up, loud. What time is this class? I swear I'm gonna come in here and do it.
I might have class actually start at like 11:30. Something like that.
Okay, where's the problem? There we go. Y'all see it now? There we go. Alright, the one thing I want to show you is whenever you're talking about subtraction, you got to be careful. And I have to show students one little thing that kind of helps. And it's only with subtraction. When you see the words less than, when you see those words 4 less than x, or a number, a number usually means x. I always tell students to crisscross. X goes here, 4 goes here, and minus sign there. Now that's just something, that's the only one that you have to remember. Why is less than or minus the only one you have to remember? Because multiplication and addition are what? Commutative, meaning what? Doesn't matter which order you do them. Subtraction is not commutative. 2 minus 4 is not the same as 4 minus 2. So it does matter when you see that. Well, what about division? Well, division is always going to be given by the word what? Divide. Or quotient. Or you're not going to mix that up with anything. So, and when you see less than, 5 less than a number is 20. 5 less than a number is 20. Now we all know what 20 means. I mean, we all know what is means. Is means what? Equals. And then crisscross x minus 5 is equal to 20. So just remember this little rule right here with your less than, and you shouldn't have too much of a problem with the subtraction. That's the one that'll get you. Alright, let's look at some other types. Let's look, and not just look at examples on this. I'll tell you if it's an example worth, whether it's worthy of a test or not. There's usually some that I do put on a test. That's a Walmart equation anyway. So I'm not going to do that one. That one y'all can do. Don't need any help there. Okay, here's one. Anything having to do with splitting up land, you know it's going to be on here. Move it over. Let's see, how do I move it over? You got to scroll on. Construction company purchased 100 acres of land to be split into 3 parcels of land on which to build houses. One parcel of land will be 3 times as large as each of the other 2. How many acres of land will be on each parcel? Well, see, the first thing you do is all word problems have 2 sides. Okay? They have one side on the left side of the equal sign and one side on the right. Now, halfway through, looking at the problem, you should be able to see what goes on the right-hand side of the equal sign. What goes on the right-hand side? 100. 100 goes on the right-hand side. Half the problem is done. Okay? So, all this is done. Now, we got 3 partials, okay? Instead of 2, we got 3. So, 1, 2, 3. Now, we know each one is going to be X or Y or whatever. Each one is going to be X because that's usually what your unknown number is, X. So we're going to put an X here, an X here, and an X here. So that takes care of 3 parcels of land to build houses. Okay, now it's going to tell you a little bit about each one. One parcel of land will be 3 what? 3 times as large as each of the others. And that's it. And that takes care of that part. So now you just do the math, do the algebra. And what's 3 plus 1 plus 1? 5x is equal to 100. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. X is equal to what? X is equal to 20. So you got a 20 acre parcel here. You got a 20 acre parcel here. And what do you got here? 60 acres. So 60, 20, and 20. And that should be what they got. Yep. All right, here's a piece of property. I like property questions. And there's 2 reasons. One is I deal with property a lot. And the other reason is, what is one thing besides money that all of you will be dealing with in the future? Property. So you might as well get used to, at least figuring out how to divide it. All right. Unless you're just not going to own anything and live in a ditch. Some of y'all live in a ditch, but yeah, it's still property. You got to figure out what part of the ditch is yours. All right. So Doctor, whatever, a veterinarian wants to fence in a large rectangular region in the yard behind her office, blah, 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 blah. She has 130 feet of fencing to be used for the perimeter of the region. What should the dimensions be of the region if she wants the lengths to be 15 feet greater than the width? So, first of all, what kind of measurement are we going to have? Are we going to have area, perimeter, or volume? Perimeter. So we know that the perimeter of any quadrilateral is 2L plus 2W. Or W, depending on where you're from. Which means you add up the sides. Okay, now you got to read the question. Once a fence in a large rectangular region in the yard behind her office, or whatever, she has 130 feet of fencing. So, let's turn this around. We got two, got one side equals the other side. And what goes on the right hand side? 130. So half the problem's done. But it says, what should the dimensions be of the region if she wants the length to be what? 15 feet greater than the width. It doesn't matter, but W plus 15 is the way you actually set it up. So, length is equal to W plus 15. What are you going to do with this W plus 15 and this equal to L? 2L plus 2W is equal to 130. What are you going to do with this W plus 15 if this equal to L? Plug it in, substitute it in. So, let me go to a white page. You know that our length is equal to W plus 15, and our formula is 2L plus 2W is equal to 130. Now, since W or L is equal to W plus 15, I'm going to take the W plus 15 and I'm going to plug it in for L. So I'm going to rewrite with big sets of parentheses. 2 parentheses plus 2W is equal to 130. And those of you who don't know what I mean by W, that's W. Notice how some people pronounce that letter. Some people pronounce W like D-U-B-Y-A. And then some people go out and say W. W. Listen on TV next time they give a web address. They won't say www. They'll say www. O-I-L. All right. So, take this right here. Plug it in. Now you have an algebra problem. But you got a block of concrete, so you got to bust it up. To what? W. 2W plus 30 plus 2W is equal to 130. And what's 2W plus 2W? 4W plus 30 is equal to 130. They know W is equal to 25. Now if W is equal to 25, what's the length equal to? They know minus 30. Minus 30. 4W is equal to 100, W is equal to 25. So if W is equal to 25, what's the length? That will 40. Length is equal to W. So 40 foot by 25 foot. And that's how you do it. Now, of course, if you didn't have that, then all you do is, if you didn't have the W plus 15, you'd say W, you'd have to do some kind of W plus 1 or something, or length is equal to W. Then you could do 2L plus 2L and get 4L and do it that way. So if you wanted the length to equal the width, then you would just say L is equal to W and to plug the W in here and get 4W. And that would give you what? 4 going there 3 times 4, 32. So it'd be like 32 by 32 if you wanted to do it that way. Comprende? And dang old how you do dang old W. W. There we go. 25 and 40. We got that right. We feel good about ourselves.
W, did it?
Double U. W. Yeah. Wow. That's deep. Okay, look at this one. Now look. It says Kim's, whatever, is selling her homemade jewelry at a craft show. Determine the cost of the necklace. Original cost. Ding, ding, ding. Walmart equation. Move it all around. There. Determine the cost of the necklace before taxes if the total cost of the necklace, including an 8% sales tax, is to be $34.56. Okay? Walmart equation. Remember the Walmart equation? X plus or minus percentage X is equal to the total. Come on, y'all can do that. That's not hard. Tomorrow is what? Thursday? Thank you. So, Walmart equation. 317. Walmart equation says X plus or minus percentage X is equal to the total. Now, what are taxes? Are they added or subtracted? Added. So that's X plus percentage X is equal to the total. So we're given the total is 3456. What's the percent? 8. So that's going to be X plus 0.08X is equal to 3456. And that's 1.08X is equal to 3456. And how do I get rid of multiplying by 1.08? Divide by 1.08. That's right, class. And X is equal to, what's that? Oh, how much? 32 even? Well, I'm not looking at the book. I want you to do it on a calculator. Lazy. They didn't do it by the Walmart equation, did they? No. That's the Hebrewism. I didn't give them rights to that. That's it. If somebody would check that, please. 34.56 divided by 1.08. Huh? It is? Of course it is. What did they do? I bet they did 2 or 3 steps. Yeah. No, they did. They just don't call it the Walmart equation. Yeah, we might need to call them. I think I might sue them. As long as they don't call it a Walmart equation. That's it. That's all the examples they give you. Let's see if we can find something to get y'all discouraged. Get you maybe to quit. Huh? Anything to get y'all to live in the ditch. Let's see. Dimensions of a deck. Let's say y'all want to build a deck. Jim Huyas is building a rectangular deck and wants the length to be 3 foot greater than the width. What will the dimensions of the deck be if the perimeter is 54 feet? Alright, let's get her done.
Driving me crazy. I can't see anything.
Let's see your page 317.
Huh? Yeah. Hold on, let me look.
I'm next. Stop.
I'm gonna quit.
Quit that.
I'm on 318 now. Uhas. Jim Uhas. Yeehaw. Uhas. He's probably a terrorist. He's probably a terrorist. Oh, we're not supposed to use that. extreme radicalism. What are y'all talking about?
Sun.
The sun? What about
I
it?
got excited when it was done, I think.
Oh, that you saw it, that we've actually see it. Hadn't seen it
I mean, that and that is on the spring.
in, working on the farm.
When is spring then?
All right, so this guy wants to build a deck. The perimeter is equal to 54 feet. So, 2L plus 2W is equal to 54 feet. Now, what else does he say?
He wants the width or the length.
The length to be 3 foot greater than the width. He wants the length to be 3 foot greater than the width. So that's going to be length is equal to W plus 3. And that W plus 3 is going to go where? Right there. So 2 parentheses plus 2W is equal to 54. And that W plus 3 goes in right there. 2W plus 6 plus 2W is equal to 54. And what's 2W plus 2W? 4W. And then 54 minus 6 is what? 48. So W is equal to 12. And if W is equal to 12, what is length? 15. So width is 12 and the length is 15. Well, that one didn't discourage you, so let's see if we can find another one. I like to get one that you don't, totally that you don't understand and confuses you and all that good stuff. There we go. Chuck Salvador. Chuck Salvador. Let's see what old Chuck Salvador is doing. Well, that ain't gonna work. Yep, next page. All right, Chuck Salvador has 140 feet of fencing in which he wants to build 2 connecting adjacent square pins. What will be the dimensions of the length of the entire closed region if the length of the entire is to be twice the width? Now be careful here. This one has a twist to it. So that means half of you should quit right now. What are y'all doing?
It keeps coming back and forth. It leaves and it comes back. And it's distracting.
I think y'all on drugs.
What?
Huh? This is number 43. You ain't never seen My Cousin Vinny? Where the judge goes, "You on drugs?" That's my favorite line. Nope, I don't take drugs, Judge. One of my favorite movies. So what's the length going to be equal to?
2 times the width.
Nope. Yeah, you're right. 2 times the width. But there's another, what's the other twist to it? The 140 is, but there's another twist. How many cross fences do you have? Not 2, but what? 3. So it's not going to be 2L plus 2W. It's going to be 2L plus what? 3W. Or I'm sorry, 3W. That's the twist that everybody forgets. So erase the 2W and put 3. Because most of you probably forgot it.
Chuck Salvador. What a name. One of the classes we had to go to yesterday was called Civil Training. And we had to watch a bunch of cheesy videos. You ever seen these cheesy videos that you watch where the actors are trying to show you something like racism or sexism or sexual harassment or something like that? We had to watch like 6 videos. And one of them had this guy named, I don't know what his name was. Give me a Mexican name. Jose, yeah. There were these 3 people, and there was a black lady as a supervisor, and there was this white male and white female, and then Lopez, what would you say? Jose, he came in late, and the woman said, you know how they don't have any work ethics, or they don't have, this before he came in, they don't have any work ethics, they don't have any, accountability for time. And then he come in and they all looked at him like, you're late. And the supervisor, the black lady, she goes, you have read our attendance policy, you need to reread it again in front of everybody, and you're not supposed to do that. And then they said, okay, I want to give you, this was a budget meeting, I need to give you your budget. Y'all put in for a conference in Miami, and you and Buffy, the girl, and Mike and Buffy, y'all can go to Miami and have a good time. It's going to cost $1,000, $2,000, blah, blah, blah. Y'all have a good time. And Jose says, well, what about my conference to blah, 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 which is right down the road? Oh, you didn't get it. It was trying to show racism, but it was so funny. And you didn't get it. And then he looks all pitiful. And the reason he was late for the meeting was because his daughter was sick at school, and they didn't even ask how she was. They said, well, don't be late. I'm sorry, my daughter was sick, and I had to make arrangements for her to be picked up from school because she was sick. And they said, well, don't be late again. They were cold, man. It was like, daggone. So we had to watch 6 or 8 of those videos yesterday. You know, the cheesy type videos? Y'all ain't never seen any of them, have you? They really suck. And then there was one where this employee was perving on this female employee, and that was
It was what?
perving. Oh, creeping.
Wow.
Even the lawyer goes, this guy's creepy. And she was at when they made the videos, and she said, you did that very well. And the actor goes, I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. But they were showing sexual harassment.
Did you learn anything?
No, that came from, I learned how to not be racist. I knew how to learn how to do that. I mean, it was awful. I mean, it made you feel sorry for the guy. There was another one. All of them are pretty much on racist and sexism. Yeah. Oh, there's one where everybody was sitting around talking about getting drunk.
What was that thinking?
They were supposed to be working.
Waiting on the job.
They wasn't supposed. Well, they were saying the big thing is that even though everybody is consenting to the conversation, it's still, you better watch it, because somebody might. It only takes one person to, say something. All right. So this one is 140 and 2L plus 3W And we know that length is equal to twice the width. So that goes in for that. So 2 times 2W plus 3W is equal to 140. 4W plus 3W is 7W. So what is W? 20, Hubert. Now if W is 20, what's the length? Good job. Now let's check it. 40 plus 40 is what? 80 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20. What's that? Good job. So we got that right. We feel good about ourselves. In religion, they were making fun of people. They weren't making fun of people, but the people in the video were making fun of this one girl because she was Christian, and they were doing karaoke at a bar, and all she would sing was Christian songs, and they were making them snort it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did. They were making fun of it because be quiet.
Do it again. You hang around your pigs too much. You're just gonna keep
Don't even say nothing, because women do it all the time, and if they snort more than 3 times, they pee in their pants.
That's not true.
That is a female thing.
That is not true.
Yeah, it is.
Hold on. How would you personally witness and know that?
Because the woman says that. The woman that she said that. She said, if a woman snorts more than 3 times on the same laugh, that means she pees in her pants. Because it's so funny, huh? Huh? Oh, it depends on the age. Okay. I think it depends. I think it depends on how funny something is. All right, let's go to something else. Y'all okay with that one? Y'all not discouraged with that one? Dang, a little bit. Good. Well, that's it. But I don't even see anything. Recreational mathematics. What is that? I already covered variation. Recreational mathematics. I'm not even going. The relationship between Fahrenheit. I'm not going to do that. Well, I think that's it. $319. Well, they watered down this section. It used to be much more difficult. I think I ought to add some questions to make it more difficult. What do y'all think? Okay. Now, let's look at... What, huh? You leaving? All right. See you. Alright, let's see how much time we got. What time, Mr. Williford, what time's class over?
10.
Huh?
2:10.
Okay, we can go over the test. Let me pull the test in. I might already have it pulled in. Let me look and see. Nope. Let me pull it in. Oh man, I hate when it does this. I'll just try this one. and edit it right quick. The mouse is not working good. That it. All right, let's look at the test. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope. Can't give you two of the same question. I ain't doing that. There. Save and assign. All right, today's, let's see, unassign. And assign. And today is today's March what? 4th. And we'll shut it off on March 11th. And we got 3 times to take it. And save it. There we go. Now let's look at it. All right, go ahead and look at that one. This is a Whopper Junior. Y'all remember when the Whopper Juniors used to be like this thick? And they used to be like, they look like a biscuit. It's a conspiracy. Because it's the only restaurant around here. I didn't have time to go down to Zaxby's because I knew I was going to have somebody in here bitching about me being late.
He's already late.
Well, and since nobody would bring me something from Zaxby's, so I might as well just,
Quick. I started running first.
I would much rather have Zaxby's. That's the first time I've eaten at Burger King and I don't know when.
What is that in front of them 2 weeks?
Yep. All right, bring it down, man. So, 8x plus 40 is equal to what? 8x plus 5 plus 20. 8x is, what happens to the 8x's? So 40 is equal to 25. True or false? False. Therefore, contradiction, huh? It's supposed to- Thank you. So it is a identity. The 40 is equal to 40, sorry. So it's an identity because it's true. So all real numbers. Somebody took the batteries out of the remote in 236 the other day. Like I didn't have two batteries, so I went and got two batteries out of my office and put in it. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I was doing. All right, next one. Where's all of Hubert's homework and tests done? Boy Scouts? All right. Try that one. Blow it up, Vanna, please. You know the people that can't see, they always sit on the back row, so. Okay, bring it down a little bit. So, distribute, that's going to be 12x minus 6 is less than or equal to 12x minus 8. 12x is canceled, and you get negative 6 is less than or equal to negative 8. Is that true or false? False. What is negative 6 to negative 8? It's greater than or equal to. So your answer is no what? No solution. Which one is this one? The one that's most missed? It's not 30, 30, 30. for a water rate of $1.05 per 1,000 gallons of water used, what is the water bill if the resident uses 32,100 gallons? This is a direct proportion. I will go ahead and tell you how to set this one up. The easiest way to set it up is, like I said, direct proportion. Dollars is to gallons as dollars is to gallons. Okay, so direct proportion. 105 is to 1,000 as X is to 32,100. And what do we do next? Cross multiply and solve for X. Now I didn't cover this very much because I really shouldn't have to, so this is a pretty algebra type question, but and that's going to give you 1,000x is equal to 1.05 times 32,100. And you really don't need calculator yet, because what happens to two of these zeros? Cancel that, and you get 1.05 times 321 divided by what? 10. And you could divide that by 10, have that over. 10 that over, so put in your calculator 0.105 times 321. Somebody do that for me and tell me what you get. I'm sorry, what? 33.71. Well, let me ask you a common sense question. If this is $1 per thousand, how much would 32,000 do? $32. So are we about there? You got $642. Please don't write that as the correct answer, because not only is it wrong, but it's showing me you have no what? Common sense. If $1 gets you 1,000 gallons and you get 32,000 gallons, it should be around $32. So 33.71, if y'all didn't set me up and give me the wrong answer. Next. If you take several forms of a test in Hubert's class, how's it counted? Now you may think I'm crazy for putting these on the test, every single test, but at the end of the semester, somebody's going to ask this question. We can all laugh at them. Okay, here's the one I warned you about. What does that word say right there? Integer means whole number. So you need to make a note of that. I don't particularly like the question, but there's nothing I can do about it. It says 5 times x plus 6 in parentheses minus 10 is less than or equal to 2x plus 8.
So 5 times x is 5x plus 30 minus 10 is less than or equal to 2x plus 8. 5x. 30 minus 10 is what? 20. 2x plus 8. Which one's the smallest bucket? 2x. So bring it over. That'd be 3x plus 20 less than or equal to 8. 3x is less than or equal to, what's 8 minus 20? Divided by 3. X is less than or equal to negative 4. So put a closed dot on 4. Negative 4. And what numbers are less than 4? Well, this one's not right because that's greater than. This one's not right because it's greater than. So which one is it? A, because of what? Integer. So A is your answer. Integers or whole numbers? Whole numbers are represented by the black dots. That one will get you, so make a note of it. And it'll be on your test probably, because it's one of those that shows up no matter what pool you get in it, that one shows up. Next question. There you go. If x varies directly as y, and x is equal to 28 when y is equal to 4, they want you to find k. And then they're going to give you some more information. So first thing is fix your variables if you need to. Then plug and find k. Then plug k back in and then use the extra information. It says if x varies directly as y and x is 28 when y is 4. So x varies directly as y. Well, what is our directly? Y is equal to what? K times x. So they're going to say this is a stupid problem. I would never do this. But anyway, K and this is y. Okay. And x is 28. And y is what? 4. So k is equal to what? So put that back in here. X is equal to 7 times y. And what is y? 7 times 6. And x is equal to 4. So you got 3 parts. 1. Change the what? Variables. 2. Plug and chug and find what? K. And 3. Give more information. I'm going to highlight 3. And that's right there. Highlight this right here. And that's right there. So x is equal to 42. Next question. You can solve this by multiplying through by 24, or you can, 12, or you can cross multiply and solve. However you want to do it. Give you all a chance to do it. It says x plus 4 over 6 is equal to x minus 2 over 4.
Phew.
Crank down a little bit more. So if you cross multiply, that's going to be 6 times x minus 2 is equal to 4 times x plus 4. Now what? Distribute 6x minus 12 is equal to 4x plus what? 16. 4x comes over, be a 2x. Minus 12 is equal to 16. 12, negative 12 comes over, dang old 28. And what's 28 divided by 2? 14. So x is equal to 14.
All right, what kind of formula problem is this? Plug and chug or solve? Huh? Plug and chug. You're going to need a calculator, so. Plug and chug. It says P is equal to F in the numerator over 1 plus I, lowercase I. Plug and chug. P is equal to 3,000 and I is equal to 0.0. Okay, it is. It's not plug and chug. It's solve. Yeah, you got to solve for F. So you got to multiply both sides by 1 plus I. You can do it before or after, it doesn't matter, but you're going to have to solve for F no matter what. I'll set it up both ways. You can do it this way and say 3,000 is equal to F over 1, 3,000, sorry, 3,000, okay, 1 plus 0.05, and you can do it that way and solve for F, or you can go ahead and T is equal to F over 1 plus I, multiply both sides by 1 plus I, and you get F is equal to P times 1 plus I, and then plug in 3,000 times 1.05 is equal to F. That's one way to do it. Or you can just go over here and get 3,000 is equal to F over 1.05 How do you get rid of dividing by 1.05? Either way, you get what? You get the same answer. So 3,000, let's see if we can do this in our heads because we don't want to depend on a calculator. What's 10% of 3,000? 300. What's 1% of 300 or 3,000? 30, Hubert. Okay? So if 1% is 3,000, or we can say 300. 300 is 10%. We want 5%, don't we? What's 5% if 10% is 300? 150, Hubert. That's right, class. So 3,000 plus 150 is 3,150. Somebody check my math. It's amazing. No, man. Same thing here. 3,150. What time's class over, Mr. Williford? Okay. Well, I showed y'all some of the tests. We'll go over the rest of the tests. And any homework questions? Monday. 3,150. Let's see how many we got right. I didn't call the roll today, did I? I got all of them right. Go ahead. I'll just count everybody here today. No. I got to say no class Tuesday.
See, I have your name, so.